Hi folks, John with the Wingman 115 channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. A while back I posted a video of my top 5 knives on the channel and it got really good support. I want to thank everybody that viewed that video and commented. But then I started getting some messages. Hey John, what about folks that can't afford a knife that's 1, 2, or 3 Benjis? What about something that's more value oriented, that's budget oriented for us folks that are working hard? We got a mortgage, we got kids, we just don't have the disposable income to spend a Benji or 2 on a blade. Well, that got me thinking. I head shedded and I went through the archives on my channel, dug deep at all the value blades that I had reviewed over the years on the channel, and I came up with a top 5 list. Now, my criteria on that top 5 is real simple. 1 is quality, 2 is fit and finish, and 3 is value. If it met all 3 of those, then it got put in there. Now, some of these blades, I came out and I stated in reviews, I considered these Hall of Fame blades here on the channel. So without further ado, Katie barred the door. Let's start right now. Number 5 is the Condor Primitive Bush Tool. Yes, this is a Matt Graham design made by Condor Tool and Knife Company. This knife is made out of 428C. It's a spear point design. It's got a Scandi grind and it's 13.5 inches long with a blade length of 8 inches. It's got hardwood handles and a leather sheath. Now the new ones are coming out with 1075 high carbon steel. Some people have their reservations about that. I talked to Joe Flowers in an interview a while back on that, and he's in agreement. He would like to see 1095, but let not your heart be troubled. Condor does a very good job with their heat treat and the process of that 1075 high carbon steel. You're not going to have a problem with that at all. So there's something for everybody there. Stainless steel and high carbon, and they even make it in a machete size. So awesome designs. Matt Graham did an awesome job on that. Coming in at number 4 is the Schrade SCHF52. Now, this is one of the blades that I called a Hall of Fame knife when I reviewed it a while back. Now, this is the byproduct of their line, their Frontier line, when they did the 36, 37s and came out with rave reviews. But a lot of us had comments of how they could tweak those blades. They listened to us, they went back to the drawing board, and they came out with this blade. It's awesome. It's 1095 high carbon steel, 13 inches overall length, 7 inches cutting length. It's a drop point design. It's got TPE handles, and it has a hollow grind. Now, I'm not a huge fan of hollow grind, but I understand why they do that. One, it's to help keep the cost down. And you ask yourself, well, how do they do that? Well, in the milling process, you can put that piece of steel in the tooling and you can have cutters come down and mill both sides at the same time, as opposed to a flat grind and a saber grind where you have to put it in the jig on one side, then put it in another tool with a jig and mill the other side. And that increases the cost. So the hollow grind works okay. The design is pretty awesome, and I gave it Hall of Fame status on the channel. So that comes in at number 4, the SCHF52. Now, coming in at number 3 is the Mora Bushcraft Forest. I have done a few reviews on Moras, and they never get old. The quality of the Moras is just outstanding. It's just proven design and technology. This blade is a Swedish cold rolled stainless steel. It's a drop point design with a Scandi grind. The handles are a high friction grip, and it has a molded plastic sheath. Let me tell you what, there's a lot of value and a lot of quality in those blades, and there's a lot of highly skilled bushcrafters out there using Moras that would just make me look like child's play messing around with knives out in the woods. If you're just getting into bushcraft, if you're a seasoned vet and you're looking for extra blades to have in the truck, in a toolbox, in a fishing kit, in your hunting rig, whatever it may be, you're not going to go wrong with that Mora. It's just an awesome blade. Coming in at number 2 is the Gerber StrongArm. This was a blade that I reviewed on a gauntlet review that went, I think, either to 4 or 5 or 6 people, and we just put it through the test. I mean, we really abused this blade, and a lot of us were just trying to break it. I'll just put it out there. And I was stabbing doors and spam cans and busting tile. One reviewer drove it through a 55-gallon drum lid and just was tweaking on it. I mean, we were just wreaking havoc on this blade, and it just took it. This is a drop point design. It has a saber grind. It's a 420 steel with a black ceramic coating, 3/16 of an inch, full tang. The knife is 9.8 inches long with a 4.8 inch blade length, and it has a really sharp 90-degree spine, and the pommel's pointed so you can break glass, tile, foreheads, whatever your heart desires. The handles are glass, reinforced nylon and rubber, and this was just a bad mamma jamba. That blade, I'm seriously thinking about pulling the trigger and buying one for myself, because, I mean, I would take this in the zombie apocalypse. This blade, it's just going to hold up. And it's under like 60 bucks. You can't beat that. So price, value, quality, tough. It just took it. It was just awesome. Now, you folks are all waiting for number 1. This knife, I'm doing the build up here. This knife is designed by Brian Griffin. He's a knife reviewer, knife designer, awesome blades he designs, awesome dude to talk to. And this is the SCHF42 by Schrade. And this one's made out of 1095 high carbon steel. It's a drop point design, and it's a recurve. But don't be afraid out there to buy a recurve, folks. Just practice your sharpening skills. You can do it. It's not a hard problem, an issue to deal with. Recurves slice very well. This blade is awesome. Has a flat grind. It's a full tang with a 90-degree spine. And here's what just takes this blade to the next level is the handles. It's the Griveroy handles. And I made a statement when I reviewed that knife, and I did a call out to Schrade on it. I said, you guys need to license these handles and put them on every blade, because these handles are spot on. It just has enough palm swell, and they feel really good in the hand and the performance of that blade. So 1 through 5, that was my top 5 Hall of Fame value budget blades on the channel. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think, John, you're crazy town, you're full of hot air, I would never choose these blades in a million years? Or was I spot on? And do you own any of them from your experience? Let me know in the comments below. I always have fun doing videos like this. If you want to see more of these videos, let me know as well. And here's a moment where if you're not a subscriber, take the time, press the button, help me out, subscribe. It does a lot to help support the channel. You have no idea how much it helps when you're a subscriber and you participate in the channel. I have social links, social media links down below in the description. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. I'm usually quick to respond to any instant message or any Facebook posts. And I just value every viewer out there. So thank you so much for watching. And folks, I'll see you on the next video. Take care, folks.